Hello again, everyone. This is Michinatsu. Have you ever experienced this? I have spent so much time, so much energy on English, but somehow I can't see any progress. If you give me a pop-up quiz or something, vocabularies from junior high school, I'm pretty sure I would do great. However, in an actual conversation, those words, those vocabularies, they just slip away from my brain. What the heck is going on? My friend just said a banter. I couldn't say anything. I just said, haha, I hated myself. Guys, I hear you. So I've got three scenarios here. Number one, you feel like you have studied English enough, but still you're not comfortable with an English conversation. Number two, you have studied so many English words, so many English idioms as well, but somehow you can't use them in an actual conversation. Number three, probably this is the worst though. You can't respond to any banters, any jokes, and you always go, haha, and you hate yourself. I'm pretty sure many of you guys relate to at least one of them. In my case, yes, I do relate to all of them because they're all from my experience, especially the last one. Oh, it feels awful, doesn't it? I'm still not good at it, to be honest. The thing is, I can be funny. I can say something funny very casually in Japanese. Well, I believe I'm funny. I don't know, you guys judge. Anyway, I can be funny in Japanese, but somehow I can't do the same thing in English. Why is that? Here's a question. In Japan, we study English so hard over the years, but still, we Japanese are so notorious for not being able to speak English. Why is that? And the reason why I wanted to make this video is simply because I've been wondering about it for such a long time. And especially when I was a student back in Japan, I was constantly feeling, why? Tell me why. What's the issue? Is that because I'm dumb? Is that because I'm stupid? Is that because I didn't study English enough? It's been over, I would say, a decade since I started studying English. I feel like I found one answer for it. There should be some sort of reasons, right? Because we Japanese struggle with English so bad. Probably because Japanese and English, they are so different to each other. Grammar, vocabularies, and pronunciation and all that. And yeah, it could be. Or we Japanese are too shy in an English conversation. We are so scared of making a mistake. So probably that's why we can't improve our communication skill. Well, it could be. Whatever the reason is, in today's video, I'm gonna show you what I think. Actually, I wanna know what you think as well. So if you've got any idea or anything, just leave it down below in the comments section. Of course, I'm gonna tell you some tips and tricks to improve your English conversation skills, so don't miss out. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this video. If you've got any questions or comments, leave it down below. Let me hear what you have to say. Alright, let's get right into it. I really have to talk about my journey of learning English. I would say it all started from junior high school. It was really natural because it's mandatory to study English in junior high school in Japan. Before that, before junior high school, I didn't do anything special, except my mom. She used to buy me some VHS. So nostalgic, isn't it? I used to watch some American cartoons on TV. Now I don't remember any titles or even stories at all, though I enjoyed them. There was some sort of different vibes going on in that cartoon. It could have been, colors and music, and of course it was language for sure. I enjoyed them, but it was not for learning a language or anything. I just watched them because I enjoyed them. I started junior high school and I started getting into English officially. Around the time, I had the very first experience of having a conversation in English. There was an English teacher, Sarah. She's from Canada. She was really nice. I don't remember what we talked about though. It could have been like what's your favorite food and what's your favorite color and that kind of stuff. But still, I was fascinated with the idea of being able to have a conversation with someone from other countries. Last year, I wouldn't be able to have this conversation. Now, I can talk to a Canadian lady and we can have fun together. It's just awesome. That's what I was feeling around that time. And I started high school. I went to Shingakko. According to ChatGPT, apparently, Shingakko is such a unique Japanese educational system. So there is no equivalent word. They are smart. So they gave me some examples. College preparatory high school. College preparatory. You guys fix that for me, please. So I would say I went to a school where most of the students want to go to university after graduation. I went to the sort of school. Anyway, so inevitably, I had to study hard. Especially I've got one university, specific university that I wanted to go. So I had to study English hard, harder than other students. I had to practice English essays, and I had to practice interview in English as well. So I would say I studied very, very hard. I don't mean to brag about my academic history or anything, but because I studied English hard, when we did the national exam kind of thingy, I was always in top 3%, only English though. So I was proud of it. I was, confident with my English skill, right? I flew to Sydney for working holiday. I got smashed, demolished emotionally, completely. I didn't understand what was going on around me. I couldn't introduce myself properly to my host family. When they had a house party, I didn't understand what was going on around me. I didn't understand what people were talking about. And the party, I was just hiding at the corner. I was like, don't talk to me. I don't want to have a conversation. It was really weird because I was having fun. I was enjoying English back in Japan. But in Australia, it became just a pain for me. There's a story. That was the very first day for the language school. I hopped on the train and we were about to get to the city. The train just stopped. I freaked out. The train driver, he started saying something. I could hear it from the speaker. I couldn't understand anything. Number one, he talked very fast. Number two, it was not clear, so I couldn't understand at all. What the heck is going on? Did someone hijack the train? Was there an accident or something? Am I able to get to the school on time? It was scary as. And also I was shocked again because I thought my English was great. I studied so hard and I was one of the good students back in school. So what the heck is going on? My English is supposed to be great, but now look at what's happening. I can't understand anything. I can't express anything in English. Why is that? It actually took a while to understand what was going on. I mean, what was wrong? What I was doing back in Japan, it was a lot of, or even like too much input. I did a lot of input, but I didn't do any practice of output at all. So if you want to improve your English, you have to be careful with the balance of input and output. So what I was doing as a student was going through all the textbooks, and I bought a bunch of exercise books and stuff, and I did all of them. I used to do like, 10 words in a day. I did my best to memorize all the words, like 2,000 words. And I read some books and I watched some movies with subtitles and I listened to podcasts. Yes, it was important. I didn't do any practice of conversation. I spent so much time, so much energy on English, but what I was doing was input-based study. That's why I was not comfortable with an English conversation back in Sydney. I didn't do any practice before. And here's the thing, some of you guys might be feeling, oh, my English doesn't improve. Oh, my English is not good. Oh, I can't have a proper conversation in English. I'm pretty sure you guys tried very, very hard. Probably what you did was a lot of input. Probably you didn't do enough output. So that's why you get insecure or you're not comfortable with an English conversation. So remember, it's not like you're not good enough or you're not smart or anything. You just didn't do practice. So don't get disappointed of yourself or don't believe like, oh, I'm not good with English. You know, there are some people who are good at it. No, it's not like that. You just tried harder before. It was mainly input-based study. So now it's time to work on output. And you ask me, okay, Chinatsu, what can we do? There are heaps of things that you can do. Number one, make more opportunities to speak English with someone. Try to have a conversation, a real conversation with someone. Now, if you go online, you can meet a language exchange partner very easily, and also it's free as well. So just try to make friends. But you gotta be careful. There are so many weird people as well. So you have to be careful, right? Number two, you can go online. You can find a tutor or teacher very easily. It costs, but it's much cheaper than moving overseas and study in an American university or Australian university because it's so expensive. Yeah, try to have a conversation. Just enjoy it. Don't forget to ask them a feedback because if you get a feedback, you can try to fix your pronunciation and grammar and all that. It's really good for your English skill. Number three, even like you can't find anyone, there are so many things that you can do. Just talk to an imaginary friend. I know it's a little different from an actual conversation, but still it's a good practice. Just try to express express what you think and how you feel in English. Unfortunately, an actual conversation, it moves so fast. So sometimes you don't have any time to think about, okay, what do I want to say? And okay, grammar and something like that. So you need a bit of practice. Actually talking to yourself or talking to an imaginary friend is actually going to be a good practice. So do that, or keep a diary. Just write down what you think or how you feel. Good thing about keeping a diary is you can face to your English by yourself. So you can take your time and no one distracts you, especially if you are a beginner. Just do that, try it, no pressure. Just even like 3 sentences, it's enough. Express what you think and how you feel in English. Just start from there. Okay, I tell you what I found from my experience. So we Japanese learn English so hard, but unfortunately, it's input-based study. So it's all about knowledge and memorizing vocabularies and something like that. And when it comes to language skill, you have to be able to use it. You have to break it down in yourself and put it out in your own words. I want you to remember that input is actually important because we are not babies anymore. Besides that, we have to make more opportunities to actually have a conversation with someone. Try to use your own words. Just don't read out the sentence that you have learned from textbooks. Remember, it's all about the balance of input and output. Thank you for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you've got any questions or comments, leave it down below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, you're more than welcome to as well. Alright, hopefully I can see you guys in the next video soon. See you guys.